You'll notice I have a beard, okay? I grew my beard back over the last few weeks. I had shaved it off to go into the cabin wearing a mask. Just to go in there, not disturb anything, have a look around, I feel okay. I mean, it feels tight. I don't think any air is getting in there. And I know firefighters, they have to be clean shaven as well in order to wear their big masks when they go into a smoky situation. I'm just gonna be careful, but I wanna go inside and take a look. There's a lot of good firewood here, so I'm happy with that. I can use that. A lot of this stuff I'm gonna burn. That table, burning. This couch, burning. This end table, burning. Now, this stove isn't my favorite stove. It's weird. I'm not a huge fan with how it works. I've used it already. The first time I was here, I was in this cabin without any mask, full beard, and I had a fire, and I actually cooked hot dogs in here, and then I started to get worried about the whole situation. I think I'll have to bring a really nice stove out for my tent this winter. I will be setting up a hot tent out here this winter. Now, this stovepipe, I'm going to use this, I think. This is still very salvageable for sure. You can see there are like 20 or 30 windows in this place. It's not insulated. It's literally just a window cabin. Very interesting. This table, covered in mice poop. Covered. That is going in the fire. So are these chairs. All of the shingles are coming just through like this with these nails. Right? So if anything, I could just pop these nails out with a hammer, and those shingles on the outside should come down really easily. This was the kitchen area. It is infested with mice. It is burning. I am getting rid of this. I am burning it this winter. This stove is full of mice poop. That's all it is. This thing is full. And we've got a bunch of pots and pans, but I'm not going to be using those. That's insulation that I think they intended to use but never got around to putting up. That stuff is rotten. The other side is rotten. And then, of course, on top here, it's all mice poop. Now, this oil stove, I might try to salvage this. I haven't decided yet. He says it works. And when I say he says, I'm talking about the guy who used to own this place. It was a family cabin that they built in the early 90s. They built it from dump supplies. So it's pretty much a free cabin. They just had to put in labor, and they brought out hundreds of windows. They got great use out of it. The family all grew up. They stopped using it. And the son of the original owner was done with it. And so over 30 years, they owned it, and then I took over the lease. That's the floor. The whole entire floor is like that. Rolling, rolling, everywhere you go. The deck that we have to tear down is right here, and it is even worse. That's like a water slide out there. I just heard an animal run right across there. Oh, feels good to get that off. I don't know how people can wear those things all day long. I really do not. I've got 3 years to tear down this cabin, clean the area up, and build a new cabin, outhouse, and a shed. I've already cleaned up a ton of glass, rusty metal, and a bunch of garbage, including hundreds and hundreds of nails. Today, I'm tackling a huge deck that is a real problem at the back of the cabin. And today, a new tool for the job, a chainsaw. One of you recommended this, said your husband was into demolition and went from the Sawzall to a small demolition chainsaw. And that's how this was described when I ordered it. It's 12 inches. Hopefully I can rip through the deck as fast as possible. I don't want to be hitting any nails, right? I'll ruin that chain on the first nail, whereas my Sawzall is meant to go through nails. So I'm going to be very picky about where I'm using this. Man, is it ever slow. Interesting. Before I tackle that crazy deck, I want to start the burn. And every time I come here, I burn just a little bit more. I am fully aware that I'm going to be left with a pile here this winter. I know that this is going to be an area that will need to be dealt with. I will not have burned all of this wood by the time the snow flies. That's what I firmly believe. Now, things may change, but I don't think so. I don't think I will. So I know where it is. And in the wintertime, I have the luxury of burning this whole pile. Today, the breeze is perfect, blowing straight at the lake, cannot beat it. Whoa! Ant town. Scary going on this deck. Look at the ants. Look how crazy it is in here. I figured they'd be done by now. All these ants. It's pretty late in the year. Most insects are fading away now. It's the end of August. And up at my cabin, the ants are really starting to disappear. So I didn't think that when I flipped this that they'd be still calling it home. I've got no choice here, guys. This is the job today. Oh, it's even worse on the deck. Sheesh. So this deck is sloped big time right down here to where it's cracking. And you can see this leg right here is on a really steep angle, ready to drop any second now. And the ants just love calling this spot home. Oh, baby. Oh, not too bad. That's empty for sure. Oh, 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 I broke that. Look at that. That thing snapped completely off. See that? Absolutely cracked it. And that's metal. Well, this garbage was barbecue anyway. This barbecue was garbage. This guy goes here like this. Oh, here comes the rain. Okay. Oh. Started to really rain. This is the only dry place. It was not supposed to rain at all. I did not come prepared for this. I don't have any rain gear with me, and I want to use power tools. Hopefully it passes rather quickly. It looks like there's a bit of a clearing in behind. Okay, now that the rain stopped, I can get back to work. And I've got full confidence this chainsaw is going to make a huge difference getting through everything. But one nail is going to ruin my day. What is that? Looks like tar paper or something. Oh, jack stands or whatever. Is that what that's for? Oh, the can of nails. I'm going to go right here. It's definitely 10 times faster. Okay, good. Whoa. Yes. Yes. Oh, baby. Now, I'm starting to find things I want. This stuff here, this foam board, I'm going to use it to insulate the floor of my hot tent that I'm going to set up here this winter. I've probably spent 100 nights in my life in a hot tent, maybe more. And I've never had an insulated floor in a hot tent, so it's exciting for sure to know that I'm going to have this. Now, I'm going to have to probably put it underneath of the cabin because I don't know about this stuff getting wet, if it's a bad thing. I'm just not sure. I don't want to just like leave it out. But I have a feeling there's enough underneath for me to do a considerable amount of the floor anyway. Even if I can't get the whole entire floor done, that's fine. Now here's where it's going to become a real problem for me. Right up against. Because I feel like this is the area that's going to have the most screws and nails. So if I'm running along here with my chainsaw, I'm sure to damage it. Okay, look at that. Like, wow. To think that this deck had treated wood on the ground as its footing is pretty crazy. It lasted that long. But when you think about it, the deck protects it, right? So it kind of makes sense. Today, a real quick meal. Just some pizza and a chicken leg. Always vacuum sealed when I come out here because of the bear situation. And this is like my favorite local pizza place. It's called Bruno's. A pepperoni pizza from those guys, delivered. 15 minutes tops, maybe 12. It shows up like it came straight out of the oven. So hot and perfect. I mean, they are batting 1,000 right now. What do I want to do here? I don't know. How do I want to tackle this? It is in no way straight whatsoever. And I feel like that's how they set it up. Because they've got it positioned right on that rock. And that beam right there goes all the way to here, underneath, and that's holding up the corner of the cabin. But the beam itself only goes another, like maybe 6-7 feet, and then it stops. Yikes. Like, am I gonna have this cabin collapse on me if I keep going? I don't think I will. Like, what the heck is holding this cabin up on this side? It can't be this deck. It can't be this deck. Lots of ants lived in this stuff. Okay. Oh yeah. Whoa. Now the reason I like this here, if I don't break the legs, is because I can put stuff on top of it and underneath of it. Yeah. Lots of stuff on top, lots of stuff underneath, just keeping things organized. So much garbage and mess around here. What the heck? What the heck are those things? What is that? You ever seen anything like that? Well, we know they use blue paint. Wow, what the heck is that thing? Look at this beam right here. That goes all the way to the cabin too, but I feel like it's mainly the deck, and it's weird, man, it's a weird one. When I was first doing this with the chainsaw, it wasn't as exciting as it has been in the past because it's just easy work. Oh yeah, I'll just go through with the chainsaw nice and easy. Swallowed a fly. Anyway. I want to leave the posts in as much as possible for now. Oh yeah. What did I hit? Oh, darn it. Look, I didn't see that and I caught him. That means I'm ordering a bunch of chains. I'm gonna need to get probably a dozen of those chains. Because I'm like an hour in. It's It's already happened. Oh, I see. There we go. Weird. It's like duct work stuff. Oh. Good. Okay. Now that's good because I still have this beam here, and that's pretty strong. The ants over time have simply destroyed this deck. I'd say they're a big reason why. So when I'm building my cabin, I got to think long and hard about how I'm going to defend it against ants. Now at my other cabin there are ants, for sure, but everything feels strong and safe. Like who knows what they're doing in the walls, but I don't think this is happening. Might be. What's going on if I do this? This is going to be crazy under here. I know it. Oh my gosh, it's nuts. Crazy. There's so many ants. I'm gonna be dreaming of ants for sure. Huge infestation. With all the ants and the mice and the squirrels and the birds and the bugs, this place, man, holy cow, is it ever gross. I'm gonna do some cutting. I feel like the cabin's gonna be okay. I don't think it's gonna fall. Oh yeah. There's hundreds of tiles on top of the cabin. I can only imagine how heavy that's gonna be, bringing that on my snowmobile. It's gonna be nuts. Oh yeah. That's not connected to anything. What the heck? If any of you watch my channel regularly and you know about the other cabin, the project over there where I've extended it, I'm adding a porch, a utility room, I'm gonna put a deck on the porch, all kinds of stuff. I started really small with my construction jobs, and then I got bigger and bigger and a little more elaborate and whatever. I see myself as well below average at this stuff, like well below. I never went to school for it, and I'm just trying to figure it all out as I go along. I make mistakes along the way. I fix them on the channel. You guys get to see it all. And sometimes when I'm out here, I feel great. I feel great. There was no math involved in any of this. I know there wasn't. They just started hammering and screwing things together and putting things underneath of things and on top of things and over things until everything started to fall into place. I feel like that's what they did. And I mean, kudos to them for pulling it off, but it really does make me feel like maybe I know more than I think I do at this point. I've killed this chain. When I come back next time, I'm gonna have to break this stuff up into smaller pieces. Today it's just about getting rid of this deck, and I'm running low on battery power now. Oh yeah. Oh, okay. Okay, that's not safe. What's this guy doing? Nothing. Splits. Actually, a lot of this can be splits. A lot of it. Some of this stuff is painted and rotten and useless, but some of it's going to make for excellent splits all winter long. Like I should have a nice enough load to go for a couple of months anyway if I just pick through all of that wood. No. This giant crib, which is crazy, somehow it's working. It's holding up the cabin. The cabin's not going to go. And so I felt pretty good about it. At first I was nervous because the beams go right underneath the cabin. Now, the ground around here is very, very lumpy. And I just came to that realization the last time I was here, how bumpy the ground is here. So there's this like little Harbor Freight backhoe thing, almost like a super mini excavator. It looks like almost like a trike that's just like really low to the ground, and it's got like a little scoop. And I've watched videos on them and they're pretty good. And I could get one out here on my snowmobile. I could pull it out and then I could use it to flatten these bumps out and make a really nice spot for the cabin. I think it's a must. They're about $3 grand. So, and who knows how much they cost to be delivered. And I'd like to get one, figure out how to use it on the channel, and take it to this place, you know? My high hopes for the foam board are long gone now. If I'm gonna do foam board, I'm gonna have to bring my own. There's just not enough. I bet you they thought about using these to hold up the deck. These are like jack stands, I'm pretty sure. There's no screws in there, like no threads. That right there is a deck. That pile is as big as the pile up at the barrels. So yeah, lots of burning has to happen. Major burning. A massive bonfire to do it all would be a dream come true. I'm just not gonna be doing it anytime soon. It's starting to get exciting, a lot closer for sure. And the cabin we're at a point now where the cabin has to start to be destroyed. Like, it's happening fast. I know this is early days and it's only been like 3 months since I've taken over the lease. So 3 months out of the 3 years that I've got to get this done. And it's only been my 7th day out here. It's getting better and better, sweeter and sweeter. And I would love for you guys to join along if you like this video and if you want to follow along. It's going to be content for years. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. I'll be back really soon.